It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Panthers and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. From the 36, Walker. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Walker. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Walker. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Ravens ready to take over. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were and oh, right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, Walker sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Right back to Hubbard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Walker. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on this one.
Just when you had a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens at 2-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. That is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Drake. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Walker. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Walker. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Walker now. Thomas has got it, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start with the option. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Very nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the option, here's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Jackson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Jackson on first down. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Jackson going to run, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Play action. It's Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Third and goal, Jackson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on second down. Walker. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Walker. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Walker. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of first. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half, and they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Jackson. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one taken just inside the 10, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he stopped immediately there. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 2nd and 11 now. Walker, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Walker. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 63-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. To throw is Walker. Eluding the pressure right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Walker. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now Walker. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the 1st half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 27. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Walker. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Working out of the gun here, Walker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Walker now. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point forthcoming. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's returnable now for Smith. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Panthers coming out now. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 1st down, Walker. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Walker. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. On the option, here's Drake. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 41, Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Walker now to throw on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On the give, this is Hubbard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 68 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Walker. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Walker. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens send their punter out now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. Complete to Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Laviska Chenault, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They hand off to their big tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. They give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that